Let's get on to the next one. God of War developer might be making a new IP. We've touched on this before, and this is just us bringing you back another update that there is more news. Apparently, again, spotted on some sort of LinkedIn resume that we're seeing more news towards the Santa Monica studio going in a different direction of God of War. Personally, I don't want to see it. Give me an Atreus game. I hope they're still doing that kind of thing. But we'll see. As we're noticing, we saw Square Enix numbers comes out. These games, these companies need to diversify. They need a mobile revenue stream. They need to create these big MMOs. These are the ways that companies are really succeeding. It was sad to see that Square Enix was not even able to really come out on top based on its console investment. So I really want the console games to survive. I want more games like God of War. So whatever you need to do to support that stream of content for me, go for it. But my thinking is it may not be this big, huge game. It may be them trying to create an MMO or a mobile game, something to secure their company moving forward. But sky's the limit, and we don't know all too much.
According to the guy's LinkedIn page, it is a AAA game. It will be for PlayStation because it's Sony Santa Monica. Literal's got Sony in the name. It sounds like it's a new IP, though. He does say it's for a new IP, and there is nothing wrong with a second IP. If you look at Naughty Dog had multiple IPs on the go. They had Uncharted and The Last of Us running in the last generation. They had Jak and Daxter and Uncharted running in the generation before. They had Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter running in the generation before that, and so on and so forth. They've always had two IPs running side by side. Insomniac are insane and have like 7 IPs running side by side because they're just, apparently they can churn out games like nobody's business. So there's nothing wrong with Sony Santa Monica, a team that for the last 4 generations of consoles, so PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 have just made God of War games, branching out into a new IP. There is nothing wrong with that at all. They have enough people in-house. They have a big enough studio to be able to house 2 separate teams that can work on 2 separate types of game. It's not like God of War's going anywhere when you've got that cash cow in hand. You don't just throw it away at the peak of its popularity. Like, they've proven that. It started to dip and they brought it back and nurtured it and grew it into 2018's God of War. It just hit that peak and went beyond what it had ever done before. So they can do that again. But there's nothing wrong with having a second team working on a second IP, something new, something fresh, something different, something that we're kind of missing otherwise in the gaming sphere. I'm all for it. Bring on a new IP. These are the same guys that made Twisted Metal. They gave us the Twisted Metal franchise. They know how to do other things than God of War. Let us see what they can do.
No,
let them cook. Let them cook. Let them bring us something incredible, because you know it's going to be incredible. It's Sony Santa Monica, and it might take 4 years for it to arrive. I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it. Let them cook.
Well, yeah. We'll see what happens.
I've just undermined your entire argument, haven't I?
Yeah. Let's transition. I will bow to Doragon on that point. You know, they have shown that they can do it. Let's see them do it again.